I did get, I got a few notes from people that made reservations, and it's inevitable in the world of the entrepreneur that something's come up and they won't be able to attend, but I will send a copy of this presentation to those participants as well as to all of you that are online. So anyhow, let's get going. This is Gil Cargill. I'm excited as heck today to help you understand how AI, artificial intelligence, can benefit you in many ways. My purpose today is to share with you how we at the Cargill Consulting Group are helping our clients implement AI on a done-for-you basis. In other words, we do all the work, and literally, if you can answer the telephone when your new prospects call, then I have completed my training mission. There's no technology that you will have to learn or master or interact with in order to benefit from this. And this presentation is the one I gave at NAMA for the refreshment solutions industry about a week or so ago. So let's get going. By way of introduction, I have been acknowledged as a lead generation and a sales acceleration expert as a result of 49 years of working with over 7,000 small to medium businesses. I've trained thousands of entrepreneurs and their salespeople to generate leads, pursue those leads, manage their pipelines and funnels, and most importantly, close more deals. Because of my unique approach to lead generation, I've won awards and I've been honored to be featured on many magazine covers. If you're like most of our clients, you're probably looking for more free time, less stress rather, not more stress, less stress. You're looking for more revenue and more profits. Now, one of the things I'm going to talk about today is the fact that, in my opinion, my superficial observations, the refreshment solution industry is migrating from selling machines and vending services into selling pantries and micro markets. And there's a huge difference between the lead generation and sales strategies for selling machines versus selling the concepts of micro markets and pantries. Now, one of the things that this does is it leads to some challenges for the entrepreneur to implement new sales and marketing strategies while maintaining his or her current business. Now, one of the things that we are going to offer everyone on the call today, should you like, is a 30-day evaluation of a customized implementation of artificial intelligence within your business. Our systems, as I will demonstrate during the call today, will make phone calls. They will talk to prospects and talk to leads. They will qualify leads. They will book appointments into your calendar. And that's what I was talking about a moment ago. If you can answer the phone when these appointments are booked, then you are trained. There's no more training that you'll have to do. And that's one of the reasons why I love artificial intelligence. You see, for the past 49 years, I've taught people how to generate leads, but the real problem was the time required to generate and manage leads and manage their business. As I said, some of the people that reserved seats were unable to make it today because, as entrepreneurs, we all know that stuff happens. So we're going to talk about increasing the volume of leads and the velocity with which you handle those leads to be able to address that. Now, please look at the chart on your screen. In the traditional sales, which I refer to as stimulus response selling, we're trying to sell a machine, we're trying to sell a relationship to set up some vending relationship with a prospect. To sell micro markets and pantries, you have to be a consultative salesperson. The problems that we solve are HR related, P&L related, business operational strategy related, getting employees back into the buildings that HR wants to execute. And this migration from selling machines to selling micro markets and pantries can become a stumbling block for growth within your business. And the reason I say that is because Consultative selling is required. The sales cycle, the decision cycle is longer. And here's the real aha that I had. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that the vast majority of your demographically desirable prospects, those accounts that exactly fit your company's sweet spot, those companies are currently being served by one or more of your competitors. So our real challenge is to dislodge incumbents. I don't perceive, again, correct me if I'm wrong, that there are a lot of new companies starting up, building buildings and saying, we need to have a relationship with a refreshment solution provider. I've also observed in thousands of the companies that I've coached that the owners of these companies look like the gentleman on the screen. What I mean by that is entrepreneurs, especially in this industry, especially while this migration is going on, have multiple tasks that they have to execute every day. 83 tasks has been the number established by studies, the number of tasks that small to medium-sized business owners have to execute on a daily basis. Stop and think about it. You have to handle employees. A delivery driver calls in sick, but the deliveries must go on. A maintenance person no-shows. Inventory that you ordered doesn't show up. The billing that you sent out isn't getting paid, or invoices come in with different amounts on them than you agreed to. So you have to respond 83 times per day to issues that you can't anticipate. And some of us thrive on that. Others get frustrated. But the reality is these interruptions prevent you from growing your business the way you'd like. Now, entrepreneurs have tried hiring salespeople and appointment setters, people to make cold calls. They've incurred the cost of managing those people financially and stress-wise. I don't know about you all, but when I managed a sales office for IBM in Chicago, I had one salesman that worked for me that could sell anything we didn't make. Literally, if the product wasn't in our catalog, he would find people in downtown Chicago willing to buy his make-believe products. Obviously, that couldn't occur, but each time he did that, it created management headaches for yours truly. We also have to deal with the headache of training new people and onboarding them, only to find, and this is my observation, that after you train somebody, he or she will go to work for one of your big competitors 6 months to a year down the road that they encounter. I've left my phone on, and you'll see why in just a minute, so I had to just terminate that call. We have multiple excuses. We have to deal with poor performance and all kinds of human-related issues. The smaller the company, the more these individual incidents impact the company's ability to grow its top line. So what we do with artificial intelligence is we essentially are asking you to hire some bots. Now, some people call them androids. Other people call them robots. I don't care what you call them, but a bot is a specific piece of software that does a specific task for you. And the beauty of artificial intelligence is, for the first time, instead of me training people to work harder, work smarter, work longer, we're going to do the work for the company, and it's done through artificial intelligence. Our bots will reactivate dead leads and dormant accounts. They will set appointments for you in your calendar, coordinating with your prospect's calendar. They can execute cold prospecting and outreach strategies, generating more prospects for you. They can generate referrals. They will respond to any visitor coming to your website and solicit an appointment. After all, they came to your website with some degree of interest or curiosity. They will do social media posting for you. They will manage your Google reviews and reputation management, and they will create and maintain conversations. At the end of the day, we basically increase the volume of leads going into and through your funnel, and more importantly, the velocity of those. So as you move forward, you can benefit from the AI revolution. It's here. It's not going to go away. It's only going to accelerate. As a matter of fact, if you were at my presentation at NAMA 2 weeks ago, I shared with the audience that the slides that I created for that presentation, which was a month before the NAMA convention, those slides were 1 month old and they were somewhat out of date. So that's how fast this AI phenomenon is moving forward. I don't think we can stop it. I think that the entrepreneurs that get on board of the AI train will be successful. Those that don't will be left behind. This is what Forbes says is going on. 74% of people surveyed said that they're going to use AI to generate customers. That's what we're all about. The challenge is you have to learn all of that and put it all together. We will do that for you. Again, this is a done for you situation. What would happen if your company was considered for all desirable decisions? How many organizations in your geography are considering a pantry or considering a micro market? And are you involved with those decisions? If decisions are being made that don't consider you, artificial intelligence will correct that problem almost overnight. What would happen if you never showed up a day late or a dollar short for a sales opportunity? What would happen if you maintain relationships with all of the prospects in your marketing area? And not only the key decision makers, but also the influencers. What would happen if all active customers received regular messages thanking them for their business and inviting them to come back and evaluate new opportunities that you've put together? What would happen if all sales were revisited, lost sales were revisited? And what would happen if you were able to raise your prices and reduce discounting? We will do all of that for you through the implementation of artificial intelligence. Our product is called Autopilot, and that name is because of my fascination with aviation. My dad was a fighter pilot in World War II, and he trained my brother and I to fly. And my son is a commercial pilot. So we have 3 generations of aviation addicts in our family. But because of that, I learned that you must have a consistent, predictable process to fly an airplane successfully. And autopilots do that work for pilots. We've helped build an autopilot to give you consistent, predictable navigation. Now, I'd like you to focus on this screen. This is really the key to growing your business without working harder. You see, I believe that you can't get a sale unless you're at this intersection, trust and timing. So no one will change from vending machines to micro markets if they don't trust you and your team to do the right work for them and to do it the way you promise. They certainly won't allow you to set up a pantry if they don't trust you. And the problem with trust is you can't gain trust on one cold call. You have to consistently add value to the relationship so that when the timing is right, the customers will consider you. Now, that's the problem with the small business, especially an owner operator. How do you do all of the other 83 tasks and maintain trust with hundreds, maybe thousands of people? Autopilot will do that work for you. So we can help you obtain trust with people that don't know you. And then more important than that, maintain that relationship until the timing's right. And here's what I mean by the timing being right. How many organizations have had HR directors say, not now, no way, no need, and terminate it as sales opportunity, only for you to find out a year or 2 later that they bought from one of your competitors. So what we want to do is to avoid that, and our technology will stay in touch with thousands of people on your behalf. We will protect you from the number one reason for sales failure, which is you're not there when they want to buy. you were there, but they said no or not now, or they don't know you exist, or the company has a new HR director that doesn't know you and will just perpetuate the relationship with the incumbent. Our goal, working with you, is to get you considered by all of the demographically desirable opportunities in your market all of the time. Let's take a quick look at a little bit of lead generation math. And this is another eye-opener for many entrepreneurs. Studies done by the Sales Lead Management Association show that 3% of all leads are considered now buyers. They're ready to buy right now. They're looking for you. The existing vendor is causing problems. The delivery guy showed up late. They didn't merchandise the products properly. Products were out of date, etc. But 97% of the leads that are generated through any activity you do, whether it be networking, mastermind groups, some direct mail, email, phone calls, whatever your strategy is for building a relationship, 97% of the people you talk to will not go into the sales pipeline immediately. Data shows that you have to touch those people 7 to 12 times. That increases your workload and exacerbates that problem of 83 different tasks being done every day. So what we want to do is to help you avoid that. We do that work for you using bots. So bots overcome the problem shared at the bottom of that screen. The Dartnell Sales Institute surveyed salespeople, and they said, how tenacious are you? They didn't use the word tenacity, but they said, how many calls do you make on a new lead? 50% of salespeople said 1. So they quit after 1 attempt. 90% of salespeople quit after 4 attempts, but customers aren't ready to buy until 7 to 12 attempts have been made. 45 to 63% of the people say no, will buy within a year. So what we want to do is to make sure that we have bots doing the work that salespeople either can't do or won't do, or entrepreneurs just don't have the time to do. So you have a sales conflict, a sales time conflict, in that you only have 173 hours per month for selling, and you have to do a lot of other issues. So let me tell you how we will generate leads for you. The first thing we have to do is get a database that represents the demography that you want to sell into. Number of employees, type of business, revenue of business, geographic location, the HR director, perhaps the plant manager, operations manager, maybe a finance person. Let's create the largest database possible. And then we will launch an outreach campaign using bots. Bots can either call these folks and or text them and or email them. We're going to take the people, as you can see on the right side of your screen, from the top of the funnel and create awareness down through a outreach and a conversion into the close. Now, we send out through bots these messages. The bots literally read the response from the email campaign or the text campaign, and they listen to the response in a voice campaign. Based on the prospect's response, the AI will assign the contact to one of 3 buckets. There's a negative bucket, a neutral bucket, and a positive bucket. Now, the negative automatically goes into a do not disturb category. So the bots are smart enough to know we don't want to offend somebody by perpetually bugging them, if you will. The neutral bucket is typically where the prospects say, send me some information. This is a new idea. I haven't thought about it. And the bot will send a PDF or a Word document automatically in response to that. Again, keep in mind, all of this is happening without you doing anything other than what you currently do to run your business. The positive response is answered by the bot soliciting an appointment. And the appointment can then be placed into your calendar in conjunction with the customer's calendar. So at that point, you pick up the phone and call the prospect. Up until then, you haven't done anything. The bots have done all of the work. Now, based on the response, the bots will, if the bot solicits an appointment and the customer says not now, then the bot will assign the prospect to an appropriate workflow. Again, this is what you want people to do, and they can't do it on a day in, day out basis. Essentially, AI will do 80% of the selling at 5% of the cost, if not better than that. This is a business development service. We can make thousands of sales calls per day. We do read the responses, as I said, and all of this is done without any work on your part, making sure that you have the contacts and the appointments that you need to grow your business. Now, this is not a CRM system. You will never touch the keyboard associated with our autopilot. This is all done for you in the background by artificial intelligence. But if you have a CRM system and you would like your appointments placed into there, we will electronically synchronize the information coming from AI into your CRM system. And we synchronize with like 900 different CRMs. So I think it would be awfully odd if you didn't have that ability. Now, part of our service is to help you build your database. So we don't just rely on AI to do all the work. You will have the benefit of some human coaching and consulting, which is done by yours truly. I will help you, based on my experience, build a database of the best list possible. We have relationships with list brokers that allow you to acquire contact information at a very low cost, or you can scrape list, and I'll show you how to do that, or you can call a list broker. Regardless, ideally, we would like to have every demographically desirable opportunity in your database as we launch our program. Now, this is sort of busy, but if you'll go to my website, and I'll send you a link to it after our call here, you can download a manual that I wrote for an IT company that has 17 workflows in it for the 17 phases of a consultative sale. And as I said at the beginning, the migration from selling vending machines to selling pantries and micro markets is all about consultative selling. Now, you're looking at a workflow, and at the bottom of each of those columns, you'll see a diamond with yes, no, or wait. Those are decisions that the autopilot system will make based on conversations with the customer. If the customer says no, we put them into the D&D. If the customer says wait, we put them into that neutral bucket. If the customer says yes, we move forward with an appointment. But this is 1 year's worth of nurturing built into a flow chart. Now, if you look over on the left-hand side of the screen, I've listed the most popular campaigns that are in the manual. But go to my website, download the entire manual, and you'll see that we've detailed a very comprehensive consultative selling process, and all of the work is done by AI. So we'll use AI to wake up dormant or sleeping accounts. We'll use AI to nurture people who are in the not now mode. We use AI to generate referrals from all of your existing accounts. After all, HR directors know HR directors, and referral marketing is extremely effective. And it's one of those things that most of my clients intend to get around to, but they just don't have the time because of those 83 interruptions on a daily basis. We will also use AI to optimize your Google reviews. On occasion, you'll try to get a sale and you'll lose a sale. It's part of the game. But unlike situations in the past, we don't believe, and we've trained our AI to not believe, that a lost sale is a permanent situation. Lost sales are temporary situations. We will continue to nurture that relationship for you. Obviously, when you win a sale, we want to celebrate. Now, the AI won't go out into the parking lot and do the happy dance, but it will thank the customer politely and professionally, and it will monitor your team through the onboarding of a new customer. Our experience is sometimes new customers are neglected or accidents happen, and we want to make sure that this process of displacing the incumbent and setting your process or your services up is critical. As a matter of fact, one of the campaigns is designed to keep your existing customers very happy. And the reason for that is based on data that came from the Sales Lead Management Association that did a survey of people that terminated their relationship with a vendor. And that survey showed that the number one reason for terminating the existing vendor relationship is the representative of the vendor died, passed away. The number two reason is that the customer felt neglected. I'm sorry, I reversed that. Number one is they felt neglected. Number two is the vendor passed away. So if you're relatively healthy, you and your team can maintain your prospects. So after we've built the database, we have to train your bots. When we start a new bot, it is absolutely mindless. It knows nothing. So we write scripts. We have professional script writers. We will interview you and your team to understand what your value propositions are, and we incorporate those into the system. We define prohibitions. We don't want the bot to go off the rails. We will write the prompts and if-then rules. If the prospect says this, you do that. These become triggers that put the system into different modes as we move forward. So we want to put all of these components together. You see, our autopilot system is a combination of software, ChatGPT, and controlling software that manages everything for you. So we've replaced the humans. So what I'd like to do right now is I'm going to call my company, and I'm going to put my smartphone up to the speaker so you can hear the conversation that I have with our bot called Jane.
Calling Cargo Consulting Group. For English, please press 1.
Para español, presione 2.
Hi, thank you for calling Cargo Consulting Group. My name is Jane, and I am our company's virtual assistant. How may I help you?
Yes, I'd like some information about your working hours.
Our work hours are Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yes, tell me more about your autopilot service.
Our autopilot service, Sales Autopilot, utilizes generative AI to complete millions of dials, hundreds of thousands of emails, and thousands of leads generated. It allows you to generate and nurture thousands of leads on autopilot, saving you time and increasing lead qualification. Would you like more information or a demo of our autopilot service?
Let me have some more information, please.
Sales Autopilot is an AI-powered prospecting tool that automates the process of generating and nurturing leads. It offers features such as auto call and follow-up management automation and marketing automation. With Sales Autopilot, you can scale your business, close more deals, and increase your conversion rate. Would you like to schedule a demo or learn more about our pricing?
I'd like to schedule a demo, please.
Great, I've just texted you the link. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, do you guys do any sales training?
Yes, we offer sales training programs to help improve your sales skills and techniques. Our training programs are designed to enhance your prospecting, negotiation, and closing abilities. Would you like more information about our sales training programs?
No, thank you. But do you sell pizza?
I'm sorry, but we do not sell pizza. We specialize in providing consulting services for sales and lead generation. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, thanks. You have a good day.
Thank you. You have a great day too. If you have any more questions in the future, feel free to reach out. Have a wonderful day.
So that was our virtual receptionist called Jane. and you can reach her. I'm going to give you my phone number, and you can have a conversation with her. She will send you text messages as I requested information. She will book appointments. And the beauty of Jane, unlike a voicemail system, is she works 24/7 and she will answer frequently asked questions. So how many times do you and or your team answer the same question when a stranger calls in? Jane will follow up on appointments. Jane can be trained to follow up on invoices that are overdue. And Jane is a technology that is getting better by the day. You're looking at a screenshot from my website, salesautopilot.net. I'll invite you all to go to that. It's salesautopilot.net, and you can download that manual that I was talking about. And more importantly, I'd like you to take a test drive of all of the ways in which AI will generate leads for you. You will be able to test drive our text messaging, and this is a system that we built for a catering service. So I'd like you to pretend that you are preparing for an office party and you want to inquire about the fees and the availability and the techniques for a caterer. And this would be representative of a chatbot that we will place on your website where prospects can chat with two-way texting. We will also demonstrate, allow you to test drive two-way inbound calls and outbound calls. We set up a Jane, and you can call her whatever you'd like in your company, but if you want to have some fun, refer to our Jane as Susie, and you will see that the technology has a personality. Also, ask her how she feels, and that will give you some interesting responses. So let's move forward, but I hope that that made some sense to you. She's a 24/7 sales assistant. You can use her to qualify leads, to find out their timing, their budget, their availability. And in our feasibility conversation, which is the first step of building a relationship with us, I will help you define what you'd like our bots to do for you. Well, the biggest challenge is what message and method works best. And this is further exacerbates the problem that a lot of entrepreneurs have, in that you don't have bandwidth to try all of the messaging. Is it email? Is it text? Is it phone call? Well, let's do all the above. Is it talking about saving time or improving quality of life or bringing employees back to the building? Let's do all of the above to find out what works best. You see, once you have the bots on your side, you have tremendous flexibility. It's analogous to hiring an entire sales force without the headaches associated and cost associated with bringing people on board. For instance, in our standard implementation, we will create as many as 13,000 relationships for you on an annual basis. A relationship being a decision maker or influencer who will call you when they want to explore ways to improve the relationships with their employees. Our outbound Jane can make up to 10,000 calls per day. That's many more than anyone will ever need. We can find the appropriate person. Follow-up is automated. We will do unlimited text messaging. We can record your voice and put your voice in the voicemail box of hundreds, if not thousands, of decision makers every day through broadcast voicemail. All of these enhance the ability of you to create relationships. So actually, it would be your voice recorded once, but sent electronically to hundreds, if not thousands of people. We will build an ability for you to reach customers various ways. But the most important thing that I think we bring to our clients is total accountability. On a weekly basis, you'll get reports from us letting you know how we did. So you won't be blindsided. And remember, we want to set our system up without charge or obligation to you for 30 days. Let's run the system, have weekly meetings, review the reports, tweak the system, change the messaging, perhaps change one of the scripts here or there. And at the end of 30 days, if you feel that we're worth the monthly retainer on a month-to-month basis, then I'd ask you to start paying. If you feel that we aren't going to fulfill your needs, we'll pack it up and take it home. But you will get a complete customized implementation of the system. So the test drive of our system, as I said, is 30 days long. We will monitor the results. We will create custom messaging, all of the prompts. We'll train the artificial intelligence and get you set up to go. So as we say out here in Hollywood, that's my story, and we're sticking to it. If you'd like to sell more, especially if you want to get more involved with selling micro markets and or pantries, then give us a call. Go to salesautopilot.net. That's our website. You can download the manual there, and you can enroll for a test drive. Or you can call me at 251-230-3745, and you can talk to Jane. Now, you can ask Jane to transfer the call to myself or any of my teammates. You can ask Jane to take a message. You can speak to Jane in English or Spanish. And there are 12 other languages that she's mastered, but I don't know that we have a big demand for those. And if you do have a demand for French, we're setting a system up in Montreal. So instead of English and Spanish, that Jane is speaking English and French. So I look forward to a feasibility conversation with each of you. I'm going to send you an email after our meeting and invite you to book some time with me. And let's kick around how AI can benefit you in the sale of normal vending that you're currently doing, getting more locations for your machines, serving your existing clients better, getting referrals, and growing your marketing footprint, which will grow your top and bottom line. So thank you very much for your time and attention. This is Gil Cargill. I look forward to our conversation. Have a great day. Oh, before we go, I see a couple of questions coming through. Number one question is, how much does the service cost? Well, we offer the service on a month-to-month basis, and depending on the complexity of the implementation, it's far less than you'd pay a temporary employee even for 1 week of work. So does it work with HubSpot? Yes, as a matter of fact, if you have HubSpot or anybody's CRM, we will send information electronically, instantaneously back and forth. So if you're using a CRM, you won't have to learn any new technology. If you're not using a CRM, that's okay, it will work. So anyhow, thank you again. I see that's all of our questions. And you guys have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Go sell somebody something and have a great holiday with your family.